Same thing, I'm gonna leave his head alone as long as he's looking to the inside. I don't wanna go super close to this barrel. I wanna be about...
Give it up for my girl, Fallon Taylor.
Here we go.
The 2014 champion of the world on BABYFLO.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations, world champion.
What's up, boys? How's it going? I'm in a weird coffee shop. This is like, it's like some Jetson stuff. I don't know. It's like hipster to the next level. My outfit's cute. Look. Okay, we had a 30-degree drop in weather, and I found fashion again, so I'm super excited. So yeah, I did an online clinic this week. You can check that out right here. Here's a little snippet of it. If you want to join it, just go to the link in the description below.
Welcome to the online barrel racing clinic. Today is drill day and I couldn't be more excited. Who doesn't love some drills to combat some major problems in our day? So I'm very excited that you're here. I'm super pumped to have you. I am riding my horse Chuck Norris. We are in a smooth mouth O-ring snaffle with some split reins. These are optional if you're not used to riding in split reins. Don't worry about it. Just lengthen your reins where you're able to do some things and not be in your horse's way. One thing I want to note is I'm going to use things from just around the ranch to use today. That way, it's something that you can do. I do have some pop-up barrels that I'll use a little bit later today, but everything is just stuff I have laying around. Not everybody has poles and pylons, so I have just supplement jars from the barn that I sat down here, and I'll show you how I'm going to utilize this. Now, behind me is set up one of 3 drills we're going to use in this very same pattern. So when you utilize these drills, I want you to do them slow and correct. There's no need to smooch to your horse and get really fast turns out of your horse. We're more worried about placement of the feet. We are using really small objects for the first 3 drills because we want our horses to think all the way down to their feet. Also, it's summertime in North Texas, so I'm not going to be doing these drills fast because we have an hour of learning, and I never recommend doing all of these drills in one session. However, Chuck and I are going to do them for you all together in one session so that you know exactly what to do to combat each and every single problem that you have. So without further ado, let's get started on the first one. Now this one is a really simple one just to create super balanced circles where we're going to have circles that feel and look correctly. So let me show you. Let me go ahead and get started. I'm going to just walk around the outside of these supplement jars. Now the one thing that I do not want you to do is start getting picky about your horse's headset. Because remember, what we want these horses to do is to begin to be automatic. And they can't be automatic whenever we're constantly doing this around. They really don't know what we're looking for. Plus, horses learn speed and direction at different times. So right now we're working on direction, so we're not going to ask this horse to do anything fast. What I'm going to start asking him to do as I go around this is just to ask him to look to the inside. Now, when he lets go of looking to the inside, I am going to ask him politely to bring his head back. I want him to maintain forward motion, and then when I get a really pretty headset like I have right here with him just looking to the inside of this barrel, I'm going to release. Now see him look again to the outside. I'm just going to pick up. And while I will work this at a trot and a lope, I want you to work this just at the walk when you get started, just so you can use pressure and release, just to get him looking to the inside. So this is just a really simple way to just get him looking to the inside. Of course, we want to do this to both directions, but before long, our horses will start to learn that they're just going to stay right here. See his face right here? That time it took him 2 or 3 steps, where before he wasn't paying attention at all. Now we've got him where he's looking, 2, 3, good. So now we're able to just pick up. I'm not going to put any leg pressure on him right now, just because I don't want him to think that he's got to have any speed going forward. You know, as a barrel horse, we use kicking to go forward. So I'm just going to keep that pressure off of his sides because I don't want him thinking that we've got to do this fast. Now, I do recommend doing this at a trot and a lope when your horse gets a little bit better. But remember, every single day, all we're asking for is just 1%. So by the time we work on this day after day, we're going to have a horse that goes around here and looks to the inside without any pressure on them. So now we went 4 strides, 4 steps, with him looking to the inside. He's a little worse here, and you have to think that's the barn that way. So it's going to be a little harder for him to stay focused with all of his friends right there. So just go around. Now, When that feels pretty good, we're gonna move to the inside. Now this is drill number 2. Staying on to the inside, and we're gonna do some circles this way. Same thing, I'm gonna leave his head alone as long as he's looking to the inside. I don't wanna go super close to this barrel. I wanna be about 2.5 to 3 feet away from this barrel so that I just get this horse to think about all 4 legs. When we come right here on top of a barrel, the horse starts to think about the object more than his feet. And that's why I have little tiny objects on the ground, is so I want this horse to think all the way down to his feet. Chuck Norris is not the most graceful of athletes. He tends to stumble around and tip his toes on things. So we want him thinking really hard about body placement. You see here, I'm able to keep my hand down and he's still thinking about the inside. Now, is it perfect? Absolutely not. But if he's trying, let's leave him alone and let him keep figuring out how to look to the inside. I'm not touching, and he's still got a little bit where he's thinking about the inside. He was actually a really good boy there and stopped. And now what we want to do is just come out of this circle and go back outside. So the best thing that this is going to do for your horse is, if you've got a horse that especially is a barrel hitter.
Okay, I hope you guys learned a lot. I hope you saw really cool stuff in that clip. If you want to see the whole thing, make sure to go to the link below. That's it for today, you guys. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to be subscribed, ding the notification bell, and as always, don't forget to count your blessings, drink your protein, and say thank you to Jesus. See you next time.